Today, I'm going to start my first reviews of the Harry Potter line of Gentle Giant busts. But where should we start? The Death Eaters. Stick around. Hey there everyone, my name's Perry and welcome to The Potter Addict. Well, I've been sitting on these for quite some time, and to be honest with you, it is killing me not to share them with you, to get them out and display them the way that they should be displayed. So now that my cabinet is finished and I can start displaying these pieces the right way, it is time that we break these open and I share them with you. So let's dive right in, guys, and go with the very first one, the one that got me to start this collection, and that is Voldemort. So if you know anything about the Gentle Giant line, these were a line that came out when the movies first came out, and they are no longer in production. Each one is a limited edition, depending on the product that you're looking at, the statue that you're looking at. They all were manufactured in different quantities. This particular model, the Nagini with Voldemort, was made, only 422 of these were made. So, and this is 197 of 422. So they come with a little certificate of authenticity to show you, that you're buying a legitimate product and what number of the production line this was. But guys, the detail of these is absolutely amazing. I have not yet seen anything that comes even close to these guys as far as detail goes. I mean, they are beautiful, and every video I've seen on these has just been amazing. I mean, it's something that I don't know if the videos will even do justice on these, because they are amazing. Oh man, the detail. And we will definitely take a close look at these, because you can't appreciate these from me holding it up. I mean, it is stunning. I mean, the absolute detail of everything on this guy. And he also has a little wand here off to the side. Let me set him down. He's supposed to hold it in that hand. And, oh man, so they've got the little elder wand here, which will slide into his hand right here. Let's take a look at that picture again. Okay, so it goes like right here. Well, I'll be honest with you, I'm 100% sure this is going to stay. Maybe, I don't know. Be honest with you, I am not 100% sure I'm going to get this thing to stay until I get it up on. Oh wait, I lied. There it is. Oh man, that is amazing. The detail of this sculpture is absolutely stunning, guys. I mean, everything about it, his disgusting looking teeth and gums, the lines that are along his skull, oh man, I mean everything. The scales on Nagini, the detail of the Elder Wand. I mean, the fact that you've got a removable Elder Wand that just fits snugly in his hand. I mean, it is without a doubt an amazing piece that if you don't have any of these in your collection, you're going to want to. You're going to want to add some if you can come across them. I mean, they're not easy to find. And as much as I hate styrofoam, I will take care of these, because I am not looking to replace anything on these. As evil as Voldemort may be, he is definitely an amazing sculpture that you will want to add to your collection once you actually see these details. This piece is, I mean, nothing shy of stunning. I mean, it really is. And I would highly recommend finding one of these, or if you stumble across one and you can get it for the right price, pick it up, guys. You will not regret it, because this is the one that made me start buying all the rest. I mean, when I saw him online, I had to have him. Absolutely had to have him. So we will slide him Slide that, and we're going to slide him right here. Great piece, guys. Let's do Bellatrix Lestrange next. Bellatrix was one that I found on eBay and got a pretty good price for it. In fact, I met a gentleman who was looking to just get rid of his entire collection. And so he cut me a pretty decent deal on a good number of these. This one was run there were 2,500 of these that were put into production. This one is 1,062 of that. All right, and she's got a, oh, wow. I almost snapped her wand off. Oh, man, that was close. Like I said, guys, these are delicate, and I've seen many of these for sale that had little pieces that were broken off, hair that was chipped off, because if they're not cared for properly, it'd be very easy for some of these pieces to come off. That wand, the tip of that wand, the way it was stored in that box, the way I opened it up, I could have snapped the tip right off of that wand. But this is another amazing piece. Hang on. I don't want to destroy those boxes, because if I ever have to move, those are definitely going to be the only way to safely transport these. But I mean, if you look at the detail that they put into her hair, into her fingers, I mean, into the weaving in her clothing, the ripples in her dress, the hood. I mean, everything about this is just amazing. And I know that they're not making any more of these. I'm hoping that maybe someday they'll release another line. Maybe they'll have enough demand from fans like me who want to see other characters that they never came out with. I would love to see some additional characters from this line. I mean, they've come out with a bunch of great ones, and I have almost all of them, minus a few of the real rare ones that you don't see very often. The Mer person that comes with the Grindylow, Ron and his Quidditch gear, and Ginny Weasley. Those are three that are really hard to find. But Bellatrix Lestrange is not that hard to find, but she is an amazing piece, and she's got her little Death Eater ring right here. I mean, everything about these is top notch, guys. I mean, seriously, I can't say that enough. These are amazing pieces that are going to look absolutely beautiful in my display cabinet over there. I cannot wait to get these guys lit up. Let's go with let's just go with the basic Death Eater here next. Now, these guys, I found this one on Amazon. It was the last one. It was the last one that they had available, and I got this one at a pretty good price based on what I've seen it for out there. Man, this one's not coming out. Am I doing something wrong here? Bear with me here, guys. This is gonna come out eventually. Maybe, maybe not. Boy, this sucker is in here good. Ow. This one does not want to come out. Oh. Some tape on the side that seems to be stuck to the box. That's what was locking this thing in place. Oh, hang on. I think I may have gotten it now. There we go. All right. Okay. Set you right there. And let's take this and go all the way around here. All right. The Death Eater was, there were 1,500 of these made. This particular one is 425. So let's take a look at this guy. Oh man, this guy is evil looking. Oh man. So let's pull him out. Super careful, because I don't want to damage anything here. Now, this particular Death Eater is like the ones that you saw walking through the crowd at at the Quidditch World Cup. You know, when everybody starts freaking out and running in fear when the Death Eaters came through. That is definitely what this guy is modeled after. 1 second. Put that down there. Okay. So look at this guy. I mean, his Death Eater mask, his wand and robes, his high-peaked hat, his torch. I mean, everything about this guy is amazing. I mean, he looks so dark and creepy. I mean, I wonder why everybody was running in fear. You see these guys, I mean, I don't care. You could be a powerful wizard. This guy's creepy looking. He's scary. I love the torch. I wish that there was a way that the torch would actually illuminate, because that would look amazing, all lit up there at the end. But, I mean, the details, again, guys, I can't stress to you enough how much detail Gentle Giant pours into these things. These are amazing pieces, and I cannot say that enough. I think if you have any of these in your collection, or you start picking up any of these in your collection, you will understand once you see your first one. They are they're my favorite thing in my entire collection. They really are. And choosing one is really hard, because there are some amazing ones. The Dumbledores, there's 2 different Dumbledores, the Michael Gambon and the Richard Harris. They're both amazing in their own, I mean, ways. I mean, they both are fantastic pieces. This particular Voldemort is my favorite. There are 2 different versions of Voldemort, one with Nagini, which is a must-have, and the other one with just Voldemort, you know, with his wand flourished, kind of like Bellatrix here, but a little bit different. Let's move on. Let's do Peter Pettigrew here. Now, Peter Pettigrew, I mean, I saw something about this one that was different than the rest, and that is, I think this one has an exchangeable hand. So I think you can actually swap out his hand for a metal hand. So just like when Voldemort, or when he cuts off his hand for Voldemort, for the ceremony to resurrect him, this one has the ability, I believe, to swap out hands. I could be wrong, so hang in there and we'll check this out together. But he comes in pieces. So I mean, he's a different. There's his body right there, and then he's got 2 different. Is it just the one arm? Yes, got 2 different arms. So you can do his arm. I'm going to give it to you both ways, as long as I can get this out without damaging the wand. There it is. So you can do his arm with a wand, which fits right in here, and looks like this. So, arm with the wand, with his little pose that he does when he does his magic, which looks exactly like that little weasel, you know, when he's getting ready to cast a spell. I mean, this is amazing. Look at his hair. I mean, just all patchy in the top and everything. His teeth, I mean, look just like a rat. I mean, his fingernails. I mean, everything about this guy is spot on. I mean, he looks exactly like what you'd expect to see. Then you take this arm out, and you can put in his arm after Voldemort's resurrected, and that's with the metal hand. Now, I personally like the wand better. I like that arm with the wand. I mean, I understand why they'd want to give you the option for both. I mean, because he's seen in the movie. I mean, probably more so with the metal hand than he is with the wand. But I like him posed with the wand, and that's probably how I'll display him in my case, is with the wand in his little pose. So I like that one. So set him right over there with his wand like that. Now I will say that honestly, the arm doesn't sit in there. It's a little wobbly in there. So it makes me a little bit nervous. I mean, obviously it's going to be in a display case, so it's not going to matter. Nobody's going to mess with it, knock it off, and it doesn't really fall out easily, but if you tilt it, whatever, it doesn't come out that easily. So, but it's wobbly. So it's just something to be cautious of and to recognize when you pick these things up. So, all right, and I'll leave this arm in the packaging. I'm gonna put back in here. That later. And last but not least, Lucius Malfoy as the Death Eater. Now, they did come out with 2 versions of Lucius Malfoy. And honestly, I was a little shocked at what they chose as the second version of Lucius, considering that you only see like a brief snippet of him in the movies like this. But so they've got the Death Eater variant of Lucius Malfoy, and then they've got the Lucius Malfoy in his Azkaban attire, with his neck brace looking all beat up. Which, like I said, I thought it was very odd that that's what they chose as the second variation for Lucius. There we go. This one. All right. And let's pop this guy open. Looks like I should be doing this the other way. Yeah. Also, by the way, Lucius Malfoy, certificate of authenticity, says that there was only 500 in production on this one, and this is number 161. Let's take him out. Oh man, yeah, this is cool. This one is very cool. I mean, they're all very cool. Don't kid me. Don't get yourselves wrong, guys. Here, these are all amazing. Let's pull him out all the way, and then remove some of these things like this. I got these in here so that things didn't get jostled around and snapped off during shipment, which is great because I can definitely see how easily it would be for some of those pieces to get broken off. All right. I know, guys. Normally I'm chucking the styrofoam and cursing at it, but unfortunately I can't do that with these because it's important to hold on to those for these guys, because if you were to ever move, you want to be able to pack these things up the right way because they're amazing. So once again, Lucius Malfoy is Death Eater. He's got his little Death Eater mask on, which is the one that you see him wearing when he's in the cemetery. Not his actual mask like you can purchase through like the Noble Collection, but you've got his little walking stick and his wand that he pulls out of his walking stick. Absolutely amazing. I mean, you can, if you look here, you can even see the snake head on his wand underneath his hand. I mean, the attention to detail is unbelievable, guys. His hair coming out the back of his hood. The robes and the way they flow. I mean, like they're almost like they're being blown as he's moving. I mean, gosh, unbelievable. These are, I mean, they've got the dark mark on his hood. I didn't even see if they had the dark mark on his hood. No, they don't. Yeah, so you've got the dark mark, and it's going to be really hard to see like this, but you will see it in some of the other spin arounds that I'll share with you guys. But I mean, these guys, these pieces are amazing. I mean, let's spread these guys out so you can see the whole crew together, all the Death Eaters. Now I've got other ones that are a part of this line, the line of these characters, but these are the Death Eaters. I've got a Dementor, I've got Fenrir Greyback. I mean, I've got like I said, some other ones that could have been shared with you guys at the same time, but these are the only Death Eaters. And honestly, I mean, they're all amazing. I am so happy that I got a chance to finally open these up and share these with you guys, because leaving them in the box is an insult to Gentle Giant. It's an insult to each one of these little figures, because I mean, they're breathtaking. They really are. And I can't wait to see comments. I mean, let me know, guys, out of these 5, which one's your favorite? Which one do you think is the winner of the show? Which one looks the best, the most authentic? Which one it would be the first one that you'd purchase if you could only get one? You know, give me your opinions, because I mean, honestly, it's a tough choice. I mean, I still think I'm going this route, but all of these are amazing, and when you see them and hold them, I mean, because they're heavy. I mean, they are some very heavy pieces. They are um, very sturdy. I mean, but at the same time, you can absolutely see that if you were to drop these or mishandle them, that you could easily break something. And again, these are almost irreplaceable. I mean, they're not manufactured anymore. Most of them were done in very limited runs. I've got some that I'm going to share with you guys that were done in, I mean, like Filch. Filch is a perfect one. Filch was done in a run of like 400 something. I can't remember, but it's less than 500. And during his shipment from overseas to the United States, they were on a boat, and the crate and container that they were in actually got destroyed. So there's no accurate number of actually how many were still intact. So if you see a Filch and the pricing for that Filch character is so astronomical, that's the reason why. I mean, most of them are not intact. If you find one that lantern is still attached to his hand and there's nothing else wrong with it, pick it up. The lantern is a very common thing that almost, I mean, like 95% of them had snap off. It's a very easy thing to fix. The one I purchased has a lantern that's broken off, but I will be fixing it when I end up sharing it with you guys and open it up for the first time. But most of the other ones, or a good deal of the other ones, were actually destroyed beyond recognition. I mean, they were in pieces, so they couldn't be sold, couldn't be salvaged. So it's unfortunate, because he's a great looking character. I mean, he really does just look just like Filch. So, but we're at the end of the video, guys. I mean, that's all I've got to share with you today. It's enough, trust me, because these are amazing pieces that, I mean, anybody should absolutely want as part of their collection. But at this point, give me a thumbs up. Give me comments below. Subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me here. I've got a lot more of these to come. I want to say, oh gosh, I don't even know how many I have, but I have a lot. Not very many are left to be purchased. Just the really rare ones that are tough to find, and I've got my eye out all the time and my feelers out there. There are a few collectors that I'm linked up with that have found some of those, and I'm super jealous because I want to complete this collection. You know me, guys. I'm a completionist. It eats away at me not having every piece to a collection, so I will end up finding the other ones to complete this collection. And once I do and I have them all on display, I will share that cabinet with you, because it's going to look amazing. So until next time, guys, all you wizards and muggles alike, keep it magical.